Am I overreacting for breaking up with my boyfriend when he left in the middle of the night after I fell asleep by mistake? My boyfriend and I are both 35. We have been together for about 3 months. He came to my apartment 2 nights ago. He told me he wanted to make love earlier in the day. I told him that we could. But later that afternoon, I found out my cousin's little child's school had an incident when my cousin tearfully called me. Thankfully, he is physically okay, but at the end of the call, I was just really sad. So, I told my boyfriend that I was really upset and wanted to wait until the next day. He said that was fine. The next day before work, he asked me to promise him that we would bone after work since we didn't the night before. I agreed. We went to work, and then after work, I got an allergy shot which makes me pretty tired. I made dinner for us, and then he washed dishes and took a shower. While he was showering, I fell asleep but didn't do it on purpose. Instead of trying to wake me up to do it, he apparently lied in bed and got more and more upset that I fell asleep and didn't follow through on my promise. He got dressed and packed his things and woke me up telling me that he was leaving because he was angry that I fell asleep and didn't soak his pickle like I promised. He angrily stormed out of my apartment for the night. I was really confused about what was all going on. I called him and told him I didn't think this was appropriate and that if he just woke me up, he would have gotten what he wanted. He said that I shouldn't have fallen asleep and prioritized being intimate like I promised. I decided to break up with him because this seems immature and it's really confusing to have someone leaving and scary to have someone be so upset for me just falling asleep. By the way, we danced the hoo-ha 3 days ago, so it's not like he is being neglected. I asked for my keys back over the phone, but he decided to leave town and says he needs space and will get me my things back later. He is really upset and is saying that I am overreacting by breaking up with him. He's saying that I didn't follow through on my promise and didn't realize that he could just wake me up. He says that this is all a miscommunication. I personally am a little freaked out about how upset he got and think this is a red flag that I shouldn't ignore. So, am I overreacting?